Hey guys, this is Salamander Prime, and I'm going to do a little bit longer form video on how to use the Salamander Tail. And a lot of you have given me a ton of feedback, and we've actually decided that we are going to sell the Salamander Tail on its own for 20 bucks. Okay, because a lot of you guys have great slings already. There's a lot of great slings on the market. This for sure works with mine, but it'll also probably work with yours too, because most 2-point slings are the same in their dimensions and how they work for the most part. So what I have on the table right now is a Blue Force Gear sling. I've got a VTAC sling, I've got a Magpul sling, and then I've got the Salamander sling. I wish I had a Gizmo glider, but they're not quite available yet, but I'm sure it'll work for that too. So why don't we do a little look at kind of how all these are set up. So most 2-point slings have similar geometry. There's going to be a portion in the back that you adjust kind of once when you set it up for your body, and then there's going to be a front portion that adjusts. This is the part that slides and moves, and then there'll be something in the center like a buckle or a clasp or something like that that the nylon's going to slide through. You're going to want to put the coupler right behind or very, very close to this point, this center point, whatever you have on yours, okay? So on this Blue Force Gear, all I did was, it comes with an extra tri-glide on the back. Some guys run 2, I just run 1 most of the time. I slide 1 up to the center, right? And then on the bottom of the Salamander Tail, the coupler part, it's just a QD hardware, right? So you're just gonna put a QD swivel. I put it right inside that extra tri-glide so it doesn't move around much. And then you're just gonna attach the Salamander coupler there. That's how it comes on a Salamander sling if you order a sling and a coupler together. I'm gonna do something a little different because a lot of you guys carry barrel down. So this is one other change, okay? I'm gonna throw something else at you here. I put a coupler, yes, you should put it in the center of your sling and barrel up and the way I do it and all that. I also put a coupler on my belt here because when you're carrying barrel down, the Salamander sling can be pretty helpful. Whoops, this way. There we go. You can clip that pin to your belt and it'll kind of keep that rifle more secure when you're doing whatever kind of tactical stuff you're doing. It's holding the gun in place a lot more than normal, and then you're gonna snap it off, just like normal, right? I prefer to do it barrel up. I'll probably have to loosen it a little bit. There we go. Again, you guys have seen me do this. I'm trying to make this a thing. Because it's so helpful when you're riding motorcycle or other stuff that you might do where you want your hands and your legs free. But yeah, small adjustment there to add a little length, and now you're up here. Works the same way, right? So I'm running 2 right now. But you can use paracord. You could put this into a plate carrier or a chest rig or something. I've just got it on this belt, works pretty good for that. So get creative. Again, they're gonna be 20 bucks. Get creative with it. You could use it for something besides your rifle. You could put a chem light on there or gloves or something. You could hang one on the wall, hang your rifle on your wall, and you could just yank it off. You could mount it to the ceiling and literally just jerk it off. You're not gonna worry about it getting hooked, you know, stuck on hooks or something like that. You could literally hang it from 2 Salamander tails front and back from your ceiling or something, right? So there's lots of cool stuff you could use this for, because when I wanted to make something like this, there was just nothing on the market with like a good stiff pressure disconnect. So I had to make one. And it's good for lots of things. So that's Blue Force Gear and a little battle belt there. Okay. Next we have the Viking Tactics. Now this is a padded sling, okay? And it's probably the worst case scenario, at least for a Salamander Tail, because it is sewn on both ends. So like, what are you gonna do? Well, there's a few things you can do. You can just use paracord or some other kind of fastener to just put it on there. I took the included QD swivel, I bent it open, and so the middle part actually like comes out. I threaded it on there and I put it in a vise and I pinched it back together, and now it's on there all the time, right? And now I can just, and it didn't do anything to the sling. You could take it off again if you wanted to. And I just put my coupler on there. And again, it's gonna work the same way, okay? There's a hidden feature too. If you guys, even if you don't even buy my thing, just so you guys know, if you put a QD swivel in this position on your slings, the middle point, and you're running one of those 2-to-1 adapters, you know, where it's like you put it at the end of your sling and you go from a 2-point to a 1-point. If you're running one of those, I do sometimes, you take this new QD swivel you put in the middle, put it at the top of the gun. The bottom one's already gonna be on the bottom. That's how you have it set up. You're just swapping the front of the sling for the middle. Now take this front and connect it down to the 2-to-1 point, and you've got a backpack sling now. Already, probably with stuff you guys already have. So there's some free advice for you. You might have to loosen both ends quite a bit to get it on, but there you go, turn any 2-point into a free backpack sling, basically. But all kinds of nuggets today. But yeah, but this will absolutely work. Again, you just want that coupler in about the same position, okay? How about the Magpul? The Magpul is excellent. I, at Salamander, pretty much did the same thing, right? We wanted the same width nylon all the way through. It makes it easy to do the backpack thing. It's thick enough, soft enough that you don't need to use a pad. So our nylon's really similar to this. Where we're different is gonna be in that sliding portion, right? But you can, same thing as the Blue Force or the other ones, take a tri-glide, slide it up to the middle point, okay? Put your coupler on there, keep your pin on the end, and you've got the same kind of function as you would with any of these. And I'm sure it'll work with a Gizmo glider too. And then here's the Salamander. You guys have seen it. Like I said, similar nylon to the Magpul. We use a locking cam like the VTAC, at least for now in this one spot, because it lets you crank it down a little bit tighter than the other ones. There's more range in this type, but you know, there's pluses and minuses with all of them. So, but yeah, big news is these are gonna be 20 bucks. You can add them into what you already have. You can put them on your belt. You can put them on a chest rig. You can put them on your sling you already have. You can attach a Ken light to them. You could screw them to your ceiling. It's all there for you to experiment and play with and make part of your gear and just make you more efficient, more mobile, and more lethal. Thanks for watching.